So, should I read yours? No, you want me to read mine? All right.
Because the texture is the most important for me. You're welcome to read it, but I will read it again.
Okay. No, I'll read mine, you read yours. And everyone will read both of them. When word of her reached me, I sheltered a desire, and the tree of love took root. Then seeing her, my passion grew like a new leaf, and the touch of her hand a blossom as my hair stood on end. Weary now, let me taste the fruit.
Beautiful. So, I must read sort of a couple of the sounds in the source text because that is the key for why I've translated the way I have. There is in the source text a lot of tam and mam. Tam ashritya, shrutipatha gatam, asthaya labdhamulah. And the last line is kuryat klantam manasija tarur mam rasagnyam phalasya. And the way that line ends with is phalasya rasagnyam mam. Let that be me, in the sort of accusative case. So I've focused on her, me. Because tam ashritya and then ends up with mam. It's about talking about the object. Hope took root when I heard of her. Passion burst blossoms when I saw her. Sprouted goosebumps when my hand touched her. May the tree of love make the taster of its fruit me. That's where I have the counterpoint going on. Yeah.
Very nice.
Want to go to the next
we can go to the next one, yeah. Okay. Let's do another one. So, one of the great challenges of Meghadutam is that it is written in a very specific meter, the Mandakranta Chandas, which is very unique, and he sustains it for the entire poem. And I think the very first thing I sat down and said to myself is that, in the past many translations have been done in, iambic pentameter with English rhyme. They're quite poor as poetry, to be honest. You can read them. They don't convey that feeling, that grandeur. Now, to convert Sanskrit meter into English is, maybe impossible. I don't know. They definitely work in different systems of understanding how meter works. But as I started to go along with the process, I basically came to a certain form that I wanted to use. That was 4 lines, broken up, and so every poem kind of looks a little bit the same. Now, Mani, of course, has not done that. So those are all different kinds of things that you have to kind of weigh and make a decision about.
Yes, absolutely. I must say that in the translation that I just read, if I look at Srinivas's translation, a couple of the points that he's included there, I've just dropped out. And I would say if you want to go with is every point in the translation, he would score higher on that. He's got the point about I sheltered a desire, the sheltering, the ashritya, which I just assume that, okay, so you're under the tree, you're sheltered, now let the fruit taster be me. So I've sort of taken that as implicit, and I haven't spelled it out because I sacrificed that for the sake of that boom, 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 bang, So this one is beautiful. Kaschit kanta viraha guruna swadhikarat pramattah shapena sangamita mahima varshabhogyena bhattuhu yakshachakre janakatanaya snana punyodakeshu snigdhachaya tarushu vasitim ramagirya ashrameshu. Beautiful. Swadhikarat. That's wrong in this.
Because of that.
No, he's talking about the printout. There's a mistake in that. Swadhikarat pramattah. He said swadhikarat. That's the beauty of the meter. You get it. You cannot make a mistake. That's the typo. You're right. So in this, now talking of meter, I'm not going to say you should count the syllables when I read, but I do have 17 syllable parts actually.
Good. So that's the methodology, right? You had to.
Except those syllables are not in one line though. So here's how it goes. Okay, they're in sections. I'm going to read it to you so you hear the rhythm. You got to hear it. Some yaksha who made a mistake was cursed by his master. Suffer. one entire year. An ordinary yaksha, not a hero. When even a season's separation's unbearable, imagine 6. What mistake? Kalidasa does not specify. Some lapse of duty, same word for duty and right. Has the hero lost the reader's heart in the very first line? Heavy the pangs of separation from his beloved, his prowess gone like a sun that set, year-long night. He lived in hermitages on a mountain named after Rama, groves cool, waters pure. Sita once bathed here. Remember Rama? Remembered Sita? Remember messenger Hanuman flying like a cloud? Why hermitages in the plural? More than exiled, unsettled. Over to you, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, we'll talk about it. A servant of Lord Kubera, stripped of his power for failing in his duty, was banished by his master to suffer a hard year apart from his beloved. In an ashram on Mount Ramagiri, where the trees offer cooling shade and the waters are blessed by the ablutions of Janaka's daughter.
So clear and smooth.